Hi guys, it's Steffi from the Novelty Corner. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would give you a quick preview of my book/YouTube bullet journal. So this bullet journal sort of serves a multitude of purposes. I tend to put down all of my YouTube video ideas as well as tracking my reading, tracking any book notes that I need to make. I also have a couple of blog and Instagram trackers in here which I'm really bad at using, as you'll see in a moment, but they're in there, and when I get a moment I do try and update them, although I haven't done it for a while. Confessions of a bullet journaler, really. So this is just a A5 hardcover Moleskine, and it is the dot grid format. I found mine at Dimmicks here in Victoria. The sticker on the front says "To the stars who listen and the dreams that are answered," which is a quote from A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas, and the sticker is by Ink and Wonder, and I thought it very appropriate to put a book themed sticker on the front cover. When I work in my bullet journal, I use a Sharpie fine pen in black. I have decided that any book stickers I get I will place somewhere in my book bullet journal, and at the moment these are from Nerdy Post. So there's the Lord of the Rings one and one from the Disney collection. And inside again I had some A Court of Mist and Fury stickers, so I've stuck them down and then I fill the page with quotes that I like from A Court of Mist and Fury. And then I have my title page, and there's just a little Hello Kitty Yoda on the front because why not? I do want to put something on this page eventually, I just haven't decided what, so I might end up with a really cool sticker or something that I want to put here, and then I'll fill it with quotes or something like that. This is the start of my index, again another sticker that I received from a friend of mine, and I've left 3 pages just in case. Then I move into my trackers, which you can see I've done a really poor job of keeping up with May and June's schedule, but I am actually planning on going and backfilling my YouTube one because this I have a more set schedule. Let's not talk about my blog trackers. I have actually posted more than this. I also have one for my teaching blog, which I've been really behind on sharing content on, and I want to get back into that in the holidays. And then there is my Instagram tracker, which I started out strong tracking it, and then I, didn't, but I'm pretty good at posting just about every day on there, so I'm not too worried. So one of my favourite pages in here is my Tbr Shelves, which are all the books that I currently own and am planning on reading at some point. As I read them, I colour them in. I had a similar system in my personal size planner a little while ago, but I decided to transfer this into my book bullet journal, and then it's all in one place. If you're curious how I set up these, I do have a video which I'll leave linked on the screen for you of how I created my shelves in my personal planner. It's the same concept, I just worked over to A5 pages. And you'll see later in the journal I actually have the second page set up and ready to go because I've clearly filled up all of the books. So I have a section for tracking upcoming book releases, things that I want to keep an eye out. I have requests that I've made from Allen and Unwin because I do book reviews for them. I have a list of this year's Children's Book Council of Australia shortlisted books. These ones down here, the early childhood and picture books, I'll probably read more at school as it gets closer to book week in August. But the older reader ones, I now own all of them, so I'm hoping to get through them so far. I've only read Words in Deep Blue, The Bone Sparrow and Yellow. I finally set up a social media tracker. I hadn't used it in the first 3 months. I was going to use it in April. I remembered to use it in May, and I'm definitely going to use it this month because I'm actually really pleased with how my numbers are tracking at the moment. Then I have some filming ideas, some notes, some wrap-up things. I just try and keep track of what I read and the ratings that I give them, because usually when I'm filming I have this nearby in case there's anything I want to mention. I don't always put down lots of things, but sometimes it's handy to have. I have my emoji-a-thon list, which I think I have to update because I read Leviathan Wakes and I'm currently reading 1,000 Pieces of You, but I can't remember if that was one of my challenges. I think it was. Then I have a section for book quotes, and I just put the title and any quotes underneath it. Again, a weekly wrap-up, books that I have on order, uploading notes, weekly wrap-up notes. I'm planning on doing a video on bookish merchandise, so I was making a note of things that I really wanted to include in it. If there's anything you guys want to see, let me know in the comments. I had my notes for How I Read So Much, which was my video that I released last week. I have my Ravenclaw recommendations. I've got a new section for book quotes, which goes over 3 pages this time. I'm not too worried about setting aside lots of pages for things like this because I think it's fun just to have them interspersed throughout my bullet journal. So this is last week's wrap up. I have done a review video for The Sloth Who Came to Stay, which I'll be posting next week. It's a new picture book. And then this is my new TBR shelf, which I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. It's a little bit different to the last one. I want to make sure each of them are a little bit different or have a slightly different theme to them. So I'm pleased with that, and I've started putting in some book titles. Again, my wrap up, this is for the current week, so you'll have seen this on Monday. And then I've got my library wish list as well, so those books that I really want to read, but I'm not 100% sure whether I want to purchase them. So I've started one of these in here because I'm not planning on borrowing books in the near future because I actually want to get through all the books that I own. So I want to put a big dent in those first and then have this library wish list as a backup, because I'm fortunate enough to be able to access not only my local library but also my works library because I work in primary school. So any middle grade or young adult fiction I have access to, so I can grab them from there at any time, and I can have those ones out from work as long as I need to as well. So that is it. That is my book bullet journal. Tracking for social media and all sorts of things. Do you keep a social media or a book bullet journal? Do you just include it in your normal bullet journal? I think probably most normal people do, but I actually have 2 other planners that I use, so it was just easier to have a separate one for this, and it means I can pull it out and pull it around as I need to without having to worry about other content getting lost or damaged. I will have the links for my video for how to set up these little doodled bookshelves. And if you're interested in me filming the next one that I set up, because I'll probably just set up another one just in case, because they take, well, it probably takes about 15 minutes to set up one of these pages. Let me know. I'm happy to film it next time I do it if that's what you're curious to see. I hope that wherever you're in the world you're having a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.